guys! So I have a fun, exciting video for you. This video, if you can't tell by the title, is going to be a Kandee Johnson Glaminar experience video. Now, if you've been following me since I've started YouTube, which is like 5 years ago, then you've already seen a video similar to this. If you haven't, I'll link it down in the description box thingy, whatever it's called, in the description box below. I'll leave the link. You can check it out, blah blah blah. I just sort of want to talk to you guys about the whole Glaminar thing, because as I don't know if you guys know, I've been to 3 Glaminars. I've met Kandee multiple times, and I just sort of want to share my experience with you guys, because I know probably a lot of you are thinking, is it worth it? Blah blah blah, should I go? You know, what is it? I'm just confused by the whole thing, and I just want to tell you guys my experience and my story. I have a few videos on it. Again, like I said, I'll link it in the description box, so I won't start from the very beginning, but basically just know that I've been to 3 Glaminars before, or 2 before this one, and every single time I go, it's just really life-changing. It's just a great experience. I always meet amazing people, and it's just so inspiring and lifts me up and gives me such a good positive attitude. So just that alone is like so good to me, because being an artist, I feel like you go through a lot of ups and downs, and there's times when you're thinking, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? This is so annoying. I'm not getting anywhere, and all of that. And so we as artists, whether you're a painter or a sculptor or a makeup artist, or you know, you do music, anything like that, you write, I don't know, we're all sort of in the same boat here. And I know probably a majority of you guys get that way, where you just feel down and out about your career. You're like, why did I do this? I should have went to school, and all of that. And that's how I feel a lot of the time. And then you sort of just have to pick yourself back up and be like, you know what, because I love it, and that's why I do this. You know, it might not make me a whole lot of money. I might feel like I'm not getting anywhere, but at the end of the day, I love it, and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. So one of the ways that I like to pick myself up and get inspired again is by watching YouTube videos. And Kandee was one of the very first people I'd ever watched on video on YouTube when it first started coming out, and everyone was like super excited about it. And there was like 5 beauty people on there, and Kandee was one of them. And she was like the very first one that I've ever seen. And so I just sort of become engrossed into this beauty world on YouTube. And of course, Kandee being one of the first people I've ever seen on there, she was my favorite. And so I always kept up with her. I wanted to know what she was doing, her newest videos. I just thought she was really inspiring. I love to watch her. She's so happy and uplifting, and that made me happy and got me uplifted. So of course I kept watching her. And again, I go into more depth in the other videos, so you can watch those. But basically, going to her Glaminars has been really inspiring, and definitely, you know, has sort of gotten me out of any funk that I felt that I was in. Especially this one, because it has been 5 years since the last Glaminar that I went to. Now that I'm living in California, and I've been working as a freelance makeup artist and actually having this as my career, it definitely has given me into a deeper funk than normal. Just because if you live here in LA, and if you are a makeup artist in LA, you know how hard it is and how intense it gets, and how you're just like, I don't know if I can eat today because I don't have the money. And you know, you think in your head like, I should just move back home and I can buy a house for like $80,000. And that's what goes through my head. And then, you know, I just need something or someone to knock it back into me, inspire me again, and be like, no, 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 what are you thinking? So when I heard that Kandee was going to have another Glaminar, of course I was like, I have to go. I was so excited. I had been to 2 before, and I knew how inspiring these were going to be. So I'm so glad I got the chance to go. it was just so amazing. I'm not going to go into full detail about every single thing that was in the Glaminar, but I'll just sort of do an overview. She has 2 classes. So the first one is like a pro class. So if you are actually thinking about being a makeup artist, if you are a makeup artist, if you're wanting to get into bridal makeup, this is really good for you. Even if you work in like cosmetic retail, you technically are still working as like a professional makeup artist in the retail aspect, and I feel like this would be a great class for you because it just tells you how to deal with clients and things like that. So that would be something that's great for cosmetic retail as well. So she goes into like sanitation and how to talk to your clients and what to do, and you know, different products and things like that. So it's very in-depth as far as professional. She doesn't do any demos in that one, but she's constantly talking through the whole thing and just giving you information. So you want to make sure you have a notepad, a pen that works, and that way you can just take a whole lot of notes. The second class is more like her tips and tricks, and people have been asking me about this, so I've told them that it's basically like watching one of her YouTube videos but in real life, and it's very interactive, so you can just ask her questions like out loud and she'll answer them, and you know, you're like, what product is that, and you know, what would you use in this case? So it's like when you're watching Kandee's video and you're like, okay, well, you know, what is she using there, or why did she do that? And it's just like that, but like in real life. So it's like the coolest thing. I think it's interesting. And so that's the second part of the class. So in our Glaminar that just happened, Kandee actually got to do a demo on Kat Von D. So I'm sure if you have been following the Glaminar thing that's happened, you'd seen that Kat Von D was actually in the demo, and it was so cool. I didn't even realize it was like Kat Von D at first. Everyone was like clapping, and I'm just like, okay, that girl has cool style. Yeah, is that what we're clapping for? Because she's like cool? I don't know. I had no idea. And then she got on stage and I was like, well, that's Kat Von D. And now everyone stopped clapping. So, oops. I missed it. Anyway, I don't know where my head was. And I have really bad eyesight, so that could have been a thing too. And Kandee got to do the demo on Kat, and it was really, really cool and interesting. And we got to ask Kat questions, which was really cool. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. So that's sort of like my experience. Again, it's so inspirational. I needed this at this point because it just sort of makes me jump kick again into my career and make me be like, okay, well, this is what I need to do, and blah, blah, blah. And even though there are things that I've already known, I've been to 2 Glaminars before, so it's sort of the same situation, the same sort of speech, just maybe a little more updated. And working as a professional, like, there's things that I've already known, like I know I have to sanitize everything and blah, 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 but she just goes in depth with everything, and it just is so much more inspiring. It's just like, okay, well, when I get home, I'm gonna, you know, make new business cards, and this is what I need to do, and I need to do it now. So that would be the point of going to a Glaminar, and it's totally worth it, and I love it, and I love Kandee. So there were a few of you on Instagram who wanted to see what was in the Glaminar goodie bag, and I did post a photo of everything on my Instagram at B2Beautygram. So if you're interested about the Glaminar or the goodie bag or anything like that, you can go on my Instagram, and I have pictures and stuff like that. So but I just wanted to do a quick little video on the Glaminar, including the glam bag. And so let's just get started into the glam bag because it's fun. So everyone that signs up, you get this cute little bag. It's like a gold sort of like snake skin type of thing, and it says Glaminar by Kandee Johnson. And last time we went to Glaminar, we got a bag as well. It didn't look like this. It was us girls, we were talking about it. It was like white with pink writing or something like that. I have it somewhere, and I don't know where it's at. But anyway, this is it. So you get a certificate. Here's my name tag. Hello, my name is Brittany, and Kandee loves me. That's the name tag that I had on all day. You get a few like different papers that I'm not going to show because they're really important part of the class, but you do get a certificate of completion that has your name on it. And she sort of goes over this in her website, saying, her Glaminar website, saying you don't need a certificate to do makeup in California, but each individual state is different. So if you are looking to become a makeup artist, make sure that you look up and Google what your state and make sure that it's the most updated version. Some states might require you to have an esthetician's license to do makeup. Most salons out here, if you want to work in like a hair salon that does makeup or just a makeup salon, sometimes they will require you to have an esthetician's license. But just doing freelance makeup, you don't need a certificate, you don't need to go to school or anything. But obviously if you do have a certificate or a diploma or you went to school or anything like that, the more reliable and the more trust your clients are going to have in you. So going to seminars and stuff like that is a great way to get certificates, and you can put that on your resume, you can put that on your website, and that way when clients go to your website, they can say, oh, well, she actually has been trained, you know, and stuff like that. So you get that. You get these cute little baggies. They're like those silicone rubber bags. This one is, I'm assuming, for like eyeglasses, or you could put like pencils and stuff in here. And then you have this one, and this guy actually fits perfect in there. But they're cute, and some of us had different colors, so I got whites and blue. Next thing I got was this Bioderma makeup cleansing solution. I have never used this, but my friend Zara said that this was really awesome, and she said she actually uses this for cleaning off her eyelash strips, like getting the glue off and stuff like that. So, and she said it's really hard to find, so I'm actually excited we got this. So yeah, I haven't used it yet, so if you guys are interested on any specific reviews, I might do that on my Instagram, but just leave a comment below if you want me to give an in-depth review on something like this or any of the products coming up. So I'm excited to try this guy out. The next thing we got is the Beauty So Clean, and they have been a sponsor of Kandee's Glaminar since the very first one. Little known fact. So I've been familiar with Beauty So Clean for a while. This is their brush cleaner, which I've actually never have tried their brush cleaner before. And this says on the beach it's scented. I haven't smelled it, so I'm scared. Oh shoot. Ooh, it's like coconutty. And then you get cosmetic sanitizer mist. So, and Kandee goes all into depth about using this specifically to sanitize your makeup. If you're curious about it, you can always just go to Beauty So Clean, their website, and they'll sort of talk to you guys about it. Oops, or there will be information on it. But if you're a professional, you definitely need to sanitize. And if you're not, that's sick. Then you get cosmetic sanitizing wipes. So these are good for doing like your lipsticks or your lip liners or stuff like that. They're just like, remember those like moist towelette things? They're basically just like that. And then you get a little pamphlet. Like, did you know that there's 1,000,002 germs on every single thing that you touch? And then you're basically not going to touch anything for the rest of your life after you read that. Thanks. You get our shadow shields. So these are really popular, but I've never tried them before. They're meant to be used, like say you're doing a really dark smoky eye and you're afraid of fallout, you'll put the shadow shield on there and it catches the fallout. Or you can do it for if you wanted a nice wing or something like that, I think. Oh, you actually get quite a bit in here. Holy crap. I thought there was going to be like 4. There's like a whole box worth, some of them. So this is something that's great I can put in my kit, which I love, but obviously you could use this on yourself. And I got the They're Real mascara from Benefit. To be quite honest, I don't like this mascara. I've tried it before like 2 or 3 times, like a whole tube's worth of 2 or 3 times, because when I used to work at Macy's, and we had a benefit counter right there, and we'd always get samples and gratis and stuff like that from Benefit, and their reel had just come out when I was working there, and so we all got like a few tubes of it. So I don't really like this. I mean, I hate to say that, but to me it really makes my lashes dry, like as anything. Like I feel like when I touch them, they're so dry and brittle, like I could just snap it and it would crack. And when I would take it off with makeup remover, I felt like I was actually losing lashes. With my cotton pad and stuff, I could see my lashes coming out, so I stopped using it. But it will give you really dramatic lashes. So like maybe I'll use it like if I'm doing something super dramatic. But that's just my personal preference. Some people like that type of look. I like it more soft and natural, and when I feel my lashes, I like them to be soft. I don't like them to be crusty and hard and feel like nasty or anything. But I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever tried this. You can tell me if there's a different way that you use it. Let me know. Then we got a beauty blender, which you can never have enough of. So yeah, all you guys should probably know what a beauty blender is. If you don't, you can go on their website, or there's probably 2 million videos on it on YouTube, so check it out. It will change the way you put on your makeup. And then Urban Decay sent over some eyeshadow. So this is the eyeshadow in Blackout. So this is like their super matte black. This, I believe, comes in the Smoked palette, and maybe some other palettes that they came out with. I can't get the sticker off, that's okay. But yes, it's super matte black. So if you're looking for a really matte black that's like nice and powdery and soft, Urban Decay Blackout is the one to go to. Then we got a few Kat Von D items, because obviously Kandee and Kat are like their best friends right now. So Kat gave us a whole bunch of makeup. So we got the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. Let's see if you guys can see that. So Trooper is the color, but it's basically just black, and this is like one of those pen types. And you know what? I've been using this for the past few days, and I really like it. I've used pen types before, and sometimes they're too stiff. Like I feel like I like to just do a nice like soft brush stroke type of thing, but sometimes the pens are so stiff. This one's actually really soft, so I'll try and show you guys. I'm doing like a terrible job showing you, but basically this tip is like bendy at the back, so it gives me a little a nicer, softer swooping motion. I'm really bad at describing things, aren't I? Anyway, I'm really liking this so far. I've only, like I said, I've only used it for a few days, so if you guys want like a full-on review on this, give me a few more weeks as I keep trying it out, and we'll see how it works. Then we got the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the color Lolita, which is the one that every single person and their mom wants, and so I'm so glad we got it. This is like a mauve-y type of dusty, rosy, pinky tone. My swatches are like the cleanest thing ever, but it's so pretty. It looks really good on pretty much every single person. I'm not even kidding. The packaging is like adorable. Then we got 2 lipsticks, and it sort of just varied in your bag what type of lipstick you got. I got the color, let me get it out here, and this is her Studded Kiss lipstick line. I got the color Gothica, which I don't think I honestly will ever use this color. It's coming out more red, but it's actually like a brown color. And it has straight up gold sparkles. If you can see that. So it is pretty. I just don't think it would look that great on me, and I don't think I'll use it. but I can always put it in my kit, and I'm sure I'll come across someone that it looks amazing on. Then I got the color Backstage Bambi, which is like a hot pink, and you guys know that I'll probably use this every day. Ooh. So it's like this. So it's a really cool tone pink. Usually, I was gonna say usually cool tone pinks don't look that great on me because I like to be a little bit more warm, but I think I can make it work. Yeah, I think right now what I'm wearing, well, I have a sort of cool tone pink on right now, but I have a more brown lip liner on underneath it, so it sort of warms it up. But I'll play around with this because it's super, super, super pretty. And I mean, the packaging, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. They're like little studded cases, and each lipstick is engraved or stamped with the Kat Von D symbol right on the stick. So that's fun, I know. I got this L'Occitane, is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. Facial mist. They call this their precious mist. It smells really good. It's like a florally scent. And you can, oh my god. Okay. You can basically spray that on your face whenever you just want a refresher, or you feel like your face is drying out or something like that. So I'm sure this is pretty expensive because this line is pretty expensive. So I'm super excited about this one. Then we got this body butter by Wish, and it smells super good. It sort of smells like key lime pie or something like that. The next thing that we got that I'm super excited about is some flutter lashes. I've never owned like an expensive pair of lashes like this before because I don't know, I just don't have the money for it. So I'm glad that we got this. This is in the style Roxy. And they look like this. I've already used them, which is why they're off of the band. But they're super pretty, like super soft. Oops, okay. Super soft. I did a makeup look on my Instagram using these. So if you guys are curious on what they look like on, head over to my Instagram at b2beautygram and you can check it out. The next thing we got that I'm super duper excited about is the Anastasia Artist Palette. Any eyeshadow palette is good with me, so I was super excited that the artist palette was in our goodie bag. I have seen countless looks of this, and I could not wait to do some looks with this. So again, the same with the flutter lashes, that same look is done with the artist palette. So if you guys are curious on how I did my first eyeshadow look with this palette, head over to my Instagram at b2beautygram and check it out. But I think this is such a good palette because it has some great neutrals, but then it also has some pops of color, which is totally up my alley. I'm all about neutrals with pops of color, so I can't wait to play around with this palette some more. So thank you so much, Anastasia. Yay! The last thing I got is this awesome makeup palette by RCMA. You guys know that Kandee uses RCMA all the time, and RCMA is a professional makeup brand. So if you're a professional, I'm sure you've heard of them before or used some of their products. But yeah, so they gave us each a palette, and this is the VK10 palette. So this is a little cool for me. It's way too pink for my specific skin tone, but this is great for my kit. And then all I need to do is just get the warmer, like more olivey skin tone one, and then I can mix them. So thank you so much, RCMA. I can't wait to play with this. I've heard great things about it. And that is all. So there's so many things that we got, and I just am so thankful. And I mean, obviously you go there because you want to see Kandee and hear her talk and, you know, hear her lesson, but I mean, when you get a bag full of makeup, that's pretty exciting. I just wanted to say thank you to all of the sponsors for Kandee's Glaminar and everybody who sent their products over to be put in the goodie bag. I'm sure all of us girls that got it were all super ecstatic about it and all super happy and super thankful. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who did send over their products. I can't wait to play around with them. I'm so excited. And again, if you have questions about the Glaminar, about specific products or something like that, please leave a comment below and I'll make sure to answer it. But yeah, I think that's about it. Again, go ahead and watch my older videos that I did about Kandee's Glaminar. I'll leave them in the links below, so check those out. And if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, make sure to do that. I'll leave all that information down below as well. And I think that's about it. So I hope you guys have a great and amazing, beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!